All right, we're back at it again. This time we're here with a 2024 model 1850 SuperCab Sportfish in stage 1 paint, red, sitting on a tandem axle caravan, galvanized steel trailer with surge brakes and a built-in swing tongue on the trailer. These Sportfishes have quite a few standard features that come from the factory, one of them being the drum winch on front. And we've got the optional anchor for this particular boat, making it ready to rock and roll. As you can see, it's got anodized powder-coated bow rails. Got painted roof rails up top. Nice port and starboard side cleats, midship and aft. We're gonna do a walk around with this boat. These boats are rated to 140 horsepower, and we normally sell these boats with a Honda 140 on the back and price them effectively. This boat has been discounted. We've got it listed on our website at a particular number. It is for sale at $79,000. That's boat, motor, trailer, water ready, with a tach and hour meter and fuel gauge. These boats have a 40-gallon fuel tank as standard. These boats can push north of 42 miles an hour with a 140 Honda on the back. That's a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder motor. Great efficiency at cruise, 26 to 28 miles per hour, just north of 4 miles per gallon, 150, 160 mile range. We got a port side boarding ladder on this one, 2-step. We got an option for a starboard side kicker bracket, which we can do in-house with a port side walkthrough on this boat in the transom here. We'll step up into the back, flip down passenger seat in the port side, as well as the starboard side. Of course, we got a wash down pump, hose kit and gun underneath the starboard gunnel. The center fish box is a popular option in the Pacific Northwest. We can plumb these to perform as a live well also, a little standpipe. Of course, you got your battery box below the center fish box. This will hold a lot of fish, a lot of laying salmon, smaller halibut. 40-gallon tank is just below us. All the boats entering the United States that are 20 foot or under are foam filled. So this boat is foam filled pontoons. You can hear quite a solid thud. We've got the upgraded captain and passenger seat on blade style seat boxes. This boat does have the port and starboard side icy tech coolers. We've got the bolster seats here, which are super nice. Cabin lining, which is a standard feature on the Sportfishes. And we've got the optional V-berth cushions up front. Of course, that's the anchor for the drum winch, and with the anchor chain and rotor in there as well. Maxwell Tasman 6 drum winch on these boats. These dash panels are removable, but they will accommodate a 16-inch screen. We find that most customers prefer a 12-inch with a VHF radio. Leaves room for their tach and hour meter or their digital gauge pack. Some guys will run a 12-inch screen with a smaller unit up top, twin 7s, twin 9s, all depends on what the customer's looking for. Of course, you got 12-volt power here, cigarette, and USB. And of course, this whole entire gauge panel, switch panel rather, pops off, and behind them is your fuse panel. I know I've covered that before, but it's a nice feature Stabicraft does. Give you good access to the switches and the fuse panel and the wiring. There's a fuse box behind here as well as 12-volt power that runs from the battery. We've got side mount control box for the engine. A lot of guys will add a kicker to this with a tie bar to the main. It's a good option. These boats have cockpit lighting right here, and I believe we got under gunnel combing lights as well. Stainless steel rod holders in the gunnel. We've got U-deck on top of the gunnel, U-deck on top of the rear seat pads, and of course the transom, and as well around the walkaround. This walkaround gets a little narrow right here at the cab where it meets the side, but then gives you a bit of space, easy walking access up to the front. Of course, the drum winch is here. Center hatch, easy access to your drum winch or tying off, or if you need to get on shore. Room on the roof for some equipment if you're so inclined. We've got 8 rod holders across the top, 3 on either side, and 2 in the rear center fish box, leaving you with 16 rod holders. You guys are going to have some questions. As you know, I've got most of the answers. We're at Boat Country in Everett, Washington. We're the largest Stabicraft dealer in North America. We're the largest used boat dealer in Washington State. Got an 1850 X1. We got a 1550 Fisher. We got an 1850 Fisher. We got 21 sea legs back there, Stabic X, the sea legs conversion, one of the older models. And of course, we've got another 1850 SuperCab, 2050 Trekker, 1850 SuperCab, 2050 SuperCab, another 1850. We're rolling deep. That's actually a 20. That's an 18. There's a 20. There's an 18. We've got a 23 back there. We got several. Give us a call anytime. Our phone number here is 425-259-6126. You can reach out to me directly at asmith@boatcountry.com. Ask for me anytime. You know what I look like. Here I am. Hair's going a little crazy. Caught some fish this morning. I'll pop it in the link so you guys can see what they look like. Have a great day.